You know that feeling when you need to say something in English and your mind just goes blank? It's like a wall appears between your thoughts and your voice. I know that feeling. I've been there. And if you're listening to this, maybe you have too. But what if I told you that in just a few minutes a day, you can start to break down that wall, brick by brick? Welcome to Beginners. Practice speaking English every day. I'm your guide, and this is the place where we build your English confidence, one simple sentence at a time. This isn't a complicated grammar lesson. This is a conversation. My goal is simple, to give you the words and the courage to actually speak them. Today, we are starting with the absolute foundation, introductions. Because every great friendship, every business meeting, every adventure in English starts with a simple hello. So, find a comfortable space. Maybe you're on your way to work, or you're at home relaxing. Wherever you are, this is your time to practice. I'm going to say a phrase, and then I'll leave a quiet space for you to repeat it. Don't just think it. Say it out loud. Your voice is a muscle, and we need to train it. Ready? Let's begin. First, the most important word. Listen and repeat after me. Hello. Your turn. Hello. Perfect. Let's try it again, with a smile. A smile changes the sound of your voice. Hello. Excellent. Now, let's add one more word. Listen. Hello, I am. Now, you say it. Hello, I am. Great job. Now, I want you to say your name. Finish the sentence. For example, I would say, hello, I am Alex. So, you try. Hello, I am. Say your name. Wonderful. You just introduced yourself in English. How did that feel? A little scary, maybe? But also a little exciting? That's the feeling we're going for. Now, let's learn another way to say the same thing. In English, we often use contractions. I am becomes I'm. It's faster and more natural. So let's practice that. Hello, I'm. Your turn. Hello, I'm. Say your name again. Amazing. You now have 2 ways to introduce yourself. This is powerful. Remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is practice. The goal is to make your mouth familiar with these sounds. Let's put it into a mini conversation. I'll play both parts. First, I'll be me. Hello, I'm Alex. Now, I'll be you. Hello, I'm your name. See how simple that is? A conversation has started. Now, a very common follow-up question is, how are you? Let's learn how to answer that. The most common, easy answer is, I'm fine, thank you. Let's break it down. I'm fine. Your turn. I'm fine. Good. Now, the polite part. Thank you. Say it. Thank you. Now, put it all together. I'm fine, thank you. Your turn. I'm fine, thank you. Excellent. You are doing it. You are speaking English. And this is only the beginning. That was fantastic. You just practiced introducing yourself and answering a simple question. I hope you feel a little more confident already. Remember, consistency is key. Doing this every day, even for a few minutes, will make a huge difference. Now, let's build on what we learned. In any conversation, after you say hello and how you are, it's natural to ask the other person their name. So, today, we're going to learn how to ask, "What is your name?" and we'll practice listening for the answer. But before we do that, let's warm up our voices again with a quick review. Repeat after me. Hello. Hello, your name. I'm fine, thank you. Great. Now, for the new part. To ask someone's name, we say, "What is your name?" Let's break it down. What is your name? But in spoken English, we usually say it faster, as a contraction, "What's your name?" Listen carefully, what's your name? The what sounds like what's. Try it slowly. What's your name? Your turn. What's your name? Excellent. Now, let's practice the response. You already know how to say your name, but let's make it a full sentence. When someone asks you, "What's your name?" you can say, "My name is," followed by your name. For example, "My name is Alex." But remember, we like contractions, so often we say, "My name's Alex." Both are correct. Let's practice both. First, the full form. Repeat after me. My name is, your name. Your turn. Now, the contraction. My name's, your name. Your turn. Perfect. Now, let's put it into a short dialogue. I'll play both parts again. First, I'll ask the question. What's your name? Now, you answer. Say, my name is, your name. Well done. Let's switch roles. This time, you ask the question. Say, what's your name? And I'll answer. My name is Alex. See? You're having a conversation. Now, a little tip for you. When you ask someone's name, it's polite to smile and make eye contact. I know you're listening to this podcast, but imagine you're talking to a person. This mental practice will help when you're in a real situation. Let's practice the whole exchange from the beginning. I'll start. Hello, I'm Alex. What's your name? Your turn to respond. Say, hello, my name is, your name. Then, I'll continue. How are you? And you answer. I'm fine, thank you. You just completed a basic introduction conversation. How did that feel? I bet it's getting easier each time. The more you repeat, the more natural it will become. Don't worry if you stumble or forget a word. That's completely normal. The important thing is that you're trying. Every time you speak, you're strengthening your neural pathways for English. It's like building a habit. Soon, these phrases will come to you without even thinking. Let's do one more round, but faster this time. Ready? Hello! What's your name? Your response. My name's, your name. How are you? My answer, I'm fine, thanks. You are doing incredibly well. In the next part, we'll add a few more useful phrases to make your conversations even smoother. Keep up the great work. You are doing so well. Completing that full introduction dialogue is a huge step. I'm proud of you for sticking with it. Now, let's make that conversation even more natural and friendly. In the real world, when we meet someone new, we often say something like, "It's nice to meet you." It's a warm and polite way to show you're happy to make a connection. So today, we're going to add that important phrase to our toolkit. But first, as always, let's warm up with a quick review. Repeat after me to get your English voice ready. Hello. What's your name? My name is, your name. I'm fine, thank you. Excellent. Your pronunciation is getting clearer each time. Now, for our new phrase, nice to meet you. This is a very common expression. You can say it after you learn someone's name. It makes the interaction feel complete and courteous. Listen carefully, nice to meet you. The word nice rhymes with ice. Meet sounds like meat. And you is simple. Together, nice to meet you. Now, you try. Say it with me. Nice to meet you. Great. Often, we add a little more to it. We say, it's nice to meet you. The "it's" is a contraction for "it is." So, it's nice to meet you. This is very natural. Let's practice that version. Repeat after me. It's nice to meet you. Your turn. Perfect. Now, how do we use this in our conversation? After you exchange names, one person can say, "It's nice to meet you." Then, the other person usually replies with the same phrase. It's a mutual exchange of kindness. The common response is, "Nice to meet you, too." The word "too" means also. So, you're saying, "It's nice to meet you also." Let's practice the response. Listen, nice to meet you, too. Your turn. Nice to meet you, too. Wonderful. Now, let's put it all together into a longer, more complete dialogue. I'll play both parts again. Follow along, and when it's your turn, speak out loud. This is your practice time. I'll start as me. Hello, I'm Alex. What's your name? Your turn to respond. Say, "My name is," your name. Then, I'll say, "It's nice to meet you." And you respond, "Nice to meet you, too." Then, I'll ask, "How are you?" You answer, "I'm fine, thank you." And you? Oh, wait. Did you notice that? I added something new. And you? This is a very important little phrase. It shows you are interested in the other person. Instead of just saying "I'm fine," you can ask them back by saying, "And you?" It means, "How are you?" but in a shorter way. So, let's practice that. After "I'm fine, thank you," add "and you?" So the full sentence is, "I'm fine, thank you." And you? Your turn. Say it. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Excellent. That makes the conversation more balanced and engaging. Now, let's try the entire dialogue again with this new addition. Ready? My part, hello, I'm Alex. What's your name? Your part, my name is, your name. My part, it's nice to meet you. Your part, nice to meet you, too. My part, how are you? Your part, I'm fine, thank you. And you? My part, I'm good, thanks. Did you hear my response? I said, I'm good, thanks. I'm good is another very common way to say you are fine. It's a bit more casual. You can use either I'm fine or I'm good. Both are perfectly acceptable. You have just practiced a complete and polite introductory conversation. This is exactly the kind of exchange you might have when meeting a colleague, a neighbor, or a new friend. You are building real-world skills here. Remember, the goal is comfort, not perfection. If you can do this smoothly, you'll feel much more confident in real situations. Let's do one more quick round, speeding up a little to make it feel more natural. Hi. I'm Alex. What's your name? Your response. Nice to meet you. Your response. How's it going? That's another casual way to ask how you are. You answer, I'm good, thanks. And you? You are doing brilliantly. Keep practicing these phrases daily. In the next part, we'll start to explore how to talk about where we are from, which is another common topic. After we introduce ourselves, a very common and interesting question to ask is about where we are from. The world is a big place, and sharing our origins is a wonderful way to connect with people. So today, we're going to learn how to ask and answer the question, where are you from? But before we dive in, let's do a quick warm-up with everything we've learned so far. Repeat after me to get your English muscles moving. Hello, my name is, your name. It's nice to meet you. I'm fine, thank you. And you? Great. Now, for the new material. The question is, where are you from? Listen to the words. Where are you from? In fast speech, it often sounds like where are you from, but for clarity, we'll start with the full form. Repeat after me. Where are you from? Your turn. Where are you from? Excellent. Now, how do we answer this? The simplest way is to say, I am from, followed by the name of your country or your city. For example, I might say, I am from Canada. Or, I am from Toronto. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. I am from, say your country or city. Your turn. Remember, we love contractions in spoken English, so we often say, I'm from, instead of I am from. It's quicker and feels more natural. Let's try that. I'm from, your place. Your turn. Perfect. Now, let's put this into a mini dialogue. Imagine we just finished our introductions. I'll ask you the question. Where are you from? Your turn to answer. Say, I'm from your place. Well done. Now, to be polite and keep the conversation flowing, we can ask the question back. After you answer, you can say, "And you?" or "What about you?" This shows you're interested in the other person. So, let's practice that. After "I'm from your place," add "and you?" So the full response is, "I'm from your place." And you? Your turn. Say it. Excellent. Now, I'll respond. I'm from Canada. See how that works? It creates a nice, balanced exchange. Let's practice the entire sequence from the beginning of a conversation. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part: "Hello, I'm Alex." What's your name? Your part: "My name is," your name. My part: "It's nice to meet you." Your part: "Nice to meet you, too." My part: "How are you?" Your part: "I'm good, thanks." And you? My part: "I'm great." So, where are you from? Your part: "I'm from your place." And you? My part: "I'm from Canada." You did it. That's a full, natural conversation starter. Practicing this sequence will prepare you for real-life interactions. A little tip: if you're from a place that might be difficult for English speakers to pronounce, don't worry. You can say it slowly, and most people will appreciate you sharing. For example, if you're from a city like Guangzhou, you could say, "I'm from Guangzhou," and then maybe add, "It's a city in China." But for now, just practicing the basic phrase is enough. Now, let's vary the practice a bit. Sometimes, people might ask, "Where do you come from?" This means the same thing as "Where are you from?" It's equally common. Let's learn that version too. Repeat after me. Where do you come from? Your turn. And the answer can be the same, "I come from," or usually, we still say "I'm from," for simplicity. But let's practice "I come from," for variety. Repeat after me. I come from your place. Your turn. Good. Now, let's do a quick fire round. I'll ask the question in different ways, and you answer. Ready? First question: where are you from? Your answer. Next question: where do you come from? Your answer. Perfect. You're adapting quickly. This is how you build flexibility in your speaking. To make it even more practical, let's imagine you're talking to someone else. You ask the first question. Say, "Where are you from?" And I'll answer. I'm from Canada. And you? You respond. I'm from your place. Well done. You're not just answering, you're initiating the question too. That's a key skill. Remember, the goal is to practice speaking every day. So, even if you're alone, saying these phrases out loud is powerful. It trains your brain and your mouth to work together in English. In our next session, we'll add another common topic, talking about our jobs or what we do. This will make your conversations even richer. But for now, keep practicing this one. Try to say the full dialogue 3 times today with different imaginary people. It might feel silly, but it works. Now that we can confidently introduce ourselves and talk about where we're from, let's add another key piece to our conversational toolkit, talking about what we do. In many cultures, asking about a person's job is a common way to get to know them better. It's a topic that can lead to deeper connections. So today, we're going to learn how to ask and answer questions about our occupations. But first, let's do a quick review to keep our skills sharp. Repeat after me, filling in your own information where needed. Hello, my name is, your name. I'm from, your city or country. It's nice to meet you. I'm good, thanks. And you? Great. Now, for the new question. The most common way to ask someone about their job is, what do you do? It's simple and direct. Listen carefully, what do you do? The words what and do are stressed. Repeat after me. What do you do? Your turn. What do you do? Sometimes, people might say, what is your job, which means the same thing. Let's practice that too. Repeat after me. What is your job? Your turn. Now, how do we answer this? The simplest way is to say, I am a, followed by your job title. For example, if you are a teacher, you say, I am a teacher. If you are a student, you say, I am a student. Notice the article a before the job. It's important for most occupations. Repeat after me. I am a, your job. Your turn. If you don't have a job or are between jobs, you can say, I am a student, or I am looking for a job, or simply, I'm not working at the moment. But for practice, let's stick with positive examples. If you are a doctor, say, I am a doctor. If you are an engineer, say, I am an engineer. Note that for jobs starting with a vowel sound, we use an instead of a. For example, an engineer. Repeat after me. I am an engineer. Your turn. Another common way to answer is by saying, I work as a, or I work in, followed by your field. For example, I work as a designer or I work in education. This gives a bit more context. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. I work as a, your job. Your turn. And now, I work in, your field. Your turn. Excellent. Now, let's integrate this into a dialogue. We'll build on the conversation we had before. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part, hello, I'm Alex. What's your name? Your part, my name is, your name. My part, nice to meet you. Where are you from? Your part, I'm from, your place. And you? My part, I'm from Canada. So, what do you do? Your part, I am a, your job. What about you? My part, I'm an English teacher. You see how naturally the conversation flows? Asking what about you is a smooth way to return the question. Let's practice that phrase again. Repeat after me. What about you? Your turn. Now, a tip for pronunciation. When saying job titles, pay attention to the stress in the word. For example, teacher has the stress on the first syllable, ta share. Doctor is doc-tor. Engineer has stress on the last syllable, ngner. Listening to native speakers and repeating is key. Let's practice a few common job titles together. Repeat after me. Teacher, doctor, engineer, student, manager, nurse. Good. If your job isn't listed, don't worry. You can look up the English word for it and practice saying it slowly. Now, let's try a longer dialogue where we use both formal and casual language. Sometimes, in informal settings, people say, "What do you do for a living?" It's a bit more specific but very common. Repeat that question. What do you do for a living? Your turn. And the answer can be the same. Let's run through a complete conversation with this variation. My part, hi there. I'm Alex. What's your name? Your part, I'm, your name. Nice to meet you. My part, likewise. So, what do you do for a living? Your part, I work as a, your job. How about you? My part, I work in education. I'm a teacher. Notice I used how about you, which is similar to what about you. Both are fine. To make this practical, imagine you're at a social event. You need to initiate the conversation. So, this time, you start. Ask me the questions. Ready? Your part, hello, what's your name? My part, I'm Alex. And you? Your part, I'm, your name. Where are you from? My part, I'm from Canada. What do you do? Your part, I am a, your job. And you? My part, I'm a teacher. You're doing fantastic. This kind of role-playing is incredibly effective for building fluency. Remember, if you make a mistake, it's okay. The goal is communication, not perfection. People will understand you even if your grammar isn't perfect. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about our hobbies and interests, which makes conversations even more personal and enjoyable. But for now, practice this job-related dialogue several times. Try it with different jobs to expand your vocabulary. Now that we can talk about our jobs, let's make our conversations even more colorful by sharing what we enjoy doing in our free time. Hobbies and interests are a fantastic way to connect with people on a personal level. When you talk about what you love, your personality shines through, and that's when language truly comes alive. So today, we're going to learn how to ask about hobbies and how to describe our own. But first, let's quickly review the last topic. Repeat after me, using your own information. What do you do? I am a, your job. I work in, your field. Good. Now, on to the new question. A common way to ask about hobbies is, what are your hobbies? Listen carefully, what are your hobbies? The word hobbies has a short O sound, like habis. Repeat after me. What are your hobbies? Your turn. Another very natural way to ask is, what do you like to do in your free time? This phrase is a bit longer but very useful. Free time means time when you are not working. Repeat after me. What do you like to do in your free time? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? The simplest way is to say, I like to, followed by an activity. For example, I like to read or I like to listen to music. The verb after to is in the base form. Repeat after me. I like to read. Your turn. You can also say, I enjoy, which has a similar meaning. For example, I enjoy watching movies. Notice that after enjoy, we use the ing form of the verb. Repeat after me. I enjoy watching movies. Your turn. Let's practice a few common hobbies. Repeat after me. I like to read books. I enjoy listening to music. I like to play sports. I enjoy cooking. I like to travel. Excellent. Now, to make the conversation interactive, after you answer, you can ask the other person the same question. You can say, how about you, or what about you? Let's practice that. After stating your hobby, add, how about you? For example, I like to read. How about you? Your turn. Say it with your own hobby. Now, let's integrate this into a full dialogue. We'll build on everything we've learned so far. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part, hi, I'm Alex. What's your name? Your part, I'm, your name. Nice to meet you. My part, nice to meet you too. Where are you from? Your part, I'm from, your place. And you? My part, I'm from Canada. So, what do you do? Your part, I'm your job. What about you? My part, I'm a teacher. Now, what do you like to do in your free time? Your part, I like to, your hobby. How about you? My part, I enjoy hiking and reading. You see how the conversation is expanding? We're covering introduction, origin, job, and now hobbies. This is how real chats flow. A quick tip, when listing multiple hobbies, you can use and for the last one. For example, I like swimming, painting, and dancing. Also, if you don't have a specific hobby, you can say something general like, I like spending time with my family or I like relaxing at home. The key is to share something about yourself. Now, let's practice with a different question. Sometimes people ask, what's your favorite hobby? Repeat after me. What's your favorite hobby? Your turn. And you can answer, my favorite hobby is, followed by the activity. For example, my favorite hobby is photography. Repeat after me. My favorite hobby is, your hobby. Your turn. To make this more practical, let's do a role play where you start the conversation. This time, you ask me the questions. Ready? Your part, hello, what's your name? My part, I'm Alex. And you? Your part, I'm, your name. Where are you from? My part, I'm from Canada. What do you do? Your part, I'm your job. What are your hobbies? My part, I love playing guitar and traveling. What about you? Your part, I like, your hobby. Well done! You're not only answering questions but also asking them confidently. That's a huge step in becoming a fluent speaker. Remember, when talking about hobbies, use verbs that describe actions. Here are a few more for practice: swimming, dancing, writing, drawing, gardening, shopping. Repeat after me. I like swimming. I enjoy dancing. I love writing. Try to use these in your daily practice. The more you say them, the more natural they will feel. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about our families, which is another common and meaningful topic. But for now, keep practicing these hobby phrases. Try to have a full conversation with yourself in the mirror or with a language partner. It might feel awkward at first, but it's incredibly effective for building fluency. Talking about hobbies is a great way to share your passions, but another topic that often comes up in conversations is family. It's a universal subject that helps people understand each other's backgrounds and values. So, let's learn how to talk about our families in English. This will allow you to share a more personal side of yourself and ask others about their loved ones. But before we start, let's do a quick review of the last topic to keep our momentum. Repeat after me, using your own hobbies. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to, your hobby. I enjoy, your hobby. Good. Now, on to family. A common and simple way to ask about someone's family is, do you have any brothers or sisters? This question focuses on siblings, which is a good starting point. Listen carefully. Do you have any brothers or sisters? The word brothers and sisters are plural, but we often use any to cover both. Repeat after me. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Your turn. Another way to ask is, how many people are in your family? This is a broader question. Repeat after me. How many people are in your family? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? For the siblings question, you can say, yes, I have, or no, I don't. For example, if you have one brother, you say, yes, I have one brother. If you have no siblings, you say, no, I don't have any brothers or sisters. Or, more simply, I'm an only child. Let's practice both. Repeat after me. Yes, I have one brother. Your turn. No, I don't have any brothers or sisters. Your turn. I'm an only child. Your turn. For the broader question about family size, you might say, there are, number, people in my family. For example, there are 4 people in my family, my parents, my brother, and me. Let's break that down. First, vocabulary. Parents means mother and father. Siblings means brothers and sisters. Repeat after me. Parents. Siblings. Now, a full sentence. There are 4 people in my family. Your turn. To list them, my parents, my sister, and me. Your turn. Notice that we say an me at the end, not an I, because it's the object. This is a common structure. Let's practice with a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part, so, do you have any brothers or sisters? Your part, yes, I have one brother. What about you? My part, I have 2 sisters. Your part, that's nice. How many people are in your family? My part, there are 5 of us, my parents, my 2 sisters, and me. You see how the conversation flows? Using "what about you" keeps it going. Now, let's integrate this into a longer conversation, building on what we've learned before. My part: Hi, Alex here. What's your name? Your part: I'm your name. Nice to meet you. My part: Nice to meet you too. Where are you from? Your part: I'm from your place. And you? My part: I'm from Canada. What do you do? Your part: I'm your job. What are your hobbies? My part: I like reading. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Your part: Yes, I have your siblings. How about you? My part: I have a brother. He lives in London. A tip for pronunciation: when saying family terms, pay attention to the sounds. For example, parents has the stress on the first syllable, parents. Sister is sister, brother is bruh. Repeat after me. Parents, sister, brother. Now, let's expand our vocabulary. Other family members include grandmother, grandfather, cousin, etc. But for now, focusing on immediate family is enough. If you want to mention them, you can say, I live with my parents, or I have a large family with many cousins. Practice is key. Let's do a quick fire round. I'll ask questions, and you answer based on your real family. Ready? First question: do you have any brothers or sisters? Your answer. Next question: how many people are in your family? Your answer. Great! Now, reverse it. You ask me the questions. Say, do you have any brothers or sisters? My answer: I have one brother. Your next question: how many people are in your family? My answer: there are 4 people, my parents, my brother, and me. Well done! You're handling the questions and answers smoothly. Remember, if you have a complex family situation, you can keep it simple. For example, I have 2 half-brothers, or I live with my mother. The goal is to communicate basic information comfortably. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about daily routines, which is another practical topic for everyday conversations. But for now, practice describing your family aloud. Try to record yourself or say it to a mirror. This will build your confidence. Talking about our families helps us share personal connections, but to make our English conversations even more practical, let's dive into discussing our daily routines. This topic is perfect for everyday chats because it's about what we do from morning to night. It's a great way to practice common verbs and time expressions, which are essential for fluency. So today, we're going to learn how to describe our typical day in English. But first, let's quickly review the family vocabulary we covered. Repeat after me, using your own information. Do you have any brothers or sisters? Yes, I have your siblings. There are people in my family. Good. Now, on to daily routines. A simple way to start this topic is to ask, what is your daily routine? Or more casually, what does your typical day look like? Listen carefully, what does your typical day look like? This phrase uses look like to mean describe. Repeat after me. What does your typical day look like? Your turn. Another common question is, what time do you usually wake up? This focuses on specific times. Repeat after me. What time do you usually wake up? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? We need to use the simple present tense for habits. For example, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock. The word usually shows it's a habit. Let's break down a typical day into parts: morning, afternoon, evening. We'll practice key verbs like wake up, get up, have breakfast, go to work, etc. First, vocabulary for morning routines. Repeat after me. Wake up. Get up. Have breakfast. Brush my teeth. Go to work or go to school. Now, let's form sentences. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7 a.m. I get up at 7:15 a.m. I have breakfast at 7:30 a.m. I brush my teeth after breakfast. I go to work at 8 a.m. Your turn to say each one. For afternoon routines, we might say, I have lunch at 12 p.m., I finish work at 5 p.m., or I go home after work. Repeat after me. I have lunch at noon. I finish work at 5 p.m. I go home at 5:30 p.m. Your turn. Evening routines include, I have dinner at 7 p.m., I watch TV, I read a book, I go to bed at 10 p.m. Repeat after me. I have dinner with my family. I watch TV for an hour. I read a book before bed. I go to bed at 10 p.m. Your turn. Now, let's put it into a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part: so, what does your typical day look like? Your part: I usually wake up at 6:30 a.m. Then I have breakfast and go to work. My part: what time do you start work? Your part: I start work at 8 a.m. I have lunch at 12 p.m. My part: and when do you finish work? Your part: I finish at 5 p.m. Then I go home and have dinner. My part: that sounds busy. What do you do in the evening? Your part: I often watch movies or read. I go to bed around 10 p.m. You see how we use the simple present tense for routines? It's straightforward but very effective. A tip for pronunciation: when saying times, we often use AM for morning and PM for afternoon/evening. Also, note that often can be pronounced with or without the T sound, both are correct. Repeat after me. Often. Your turn. To make it more natural, we can use sequencing words like first, then, after that, and finally. For example, first, I wake up. Then, I brush my teeth. After that, I have breakfast. Finally, I go to work. Let's practice that structure. Repeat after me. First, I wake up. Then, I get dressed. After that, I have coffee. Finally, I leave the house. Your turn. Now, let's integrate this into a longer conversation. We'll build on previous topics. My part, hi, it's Alex. We talked about hobbies last time. What about your daily routine? Your part, well, I get up early, at 6 a.m. I go for a walk before work. My part, that's healthy. What time do you start work? Your part, I start at 9 a.m. I usually have a break at 11. My part, and after work? Your part, I go to the gym sometimes. Then I cook dinner. My part, nice. I prefer cooking too. Practice this dialogue a few times to feel comfortable with the flow. Remember, when describing your routine, you don't need to list every detail. Pick a few key activities. If you're a student, you might say, I go to classes in the morning, and I study in the library in the afternoon. To challenge yourself, try describing your entire day from start to end in one go. For example, my day starts at 7 a.m. I wake up, shower, and have coffee. I work from 9 to 5. After work, I relax by reading. I go to sleep at 11 p.m. Say it out loud now. Great job! Daily routines are a practical topic because you can talk about them with anyone, colleagues, friends, or even new acquaintances. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about food and eating habits, which is another common and enjoyable subject. But for now, practice describing your day. Try recording yourself or writing it down first to build confidence. Talking about our daily routines naturally leads us to one of the most enjoyable parts of the day, meals. Food is a universal language, and sharing what we like to eat can be a delicious way to connect with others. So, let's explore how to talk about food preferences and eating habits in English. This topic is not only practical for everyday conversations but also fun because everyone has opinions about food. But before we dive into food, let's do a quick review of daily routines to keep our English muscles warm. Repeat after me, using your own times. I usually wake up at your time. I have breakfast at your time. I go to work at your time. Great! Now, on to food. A simple and common question to ask is, what is your favorite food? This opens up a conversation about preferences. Listen carefully, what is your favorite food? The word favorite means the one you like the most. Repeat after me. What is your favorite food? Your turn. Another useful question is, what do you usually eat for breakfast, or for lunch or dinner? This helps us talk about habits. Repeat after me. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? For the favorite food question, you can say, my favorite food is, followed by the dish. For example, my favorite food is pizza. Or, I love pasta. Notice that after love or like, we use the noun or the ing form. Repeat after me. My favorite food is sushi. Your turn. I love eating curry. Your turn. For meal-specific questions, you might say, I usually eat eggs for breakfast, or I often have a sandwich for lunch. Let's practice some common food vocabulary. Repeat after me. Breakfast, eggs, toast, cereal, fruit. lunch, sandwich, salad, soup, rice. Dinner, chicken, fish, pasta, vegetables. Now, let's form full sentences. Repeat after me. For breakfast, I usually eat cereal and fruit. Your turn. For lunch, I often have a salad. Your turn. For dinner, I like to eat fish with vegetables. Your turn. To make the conversation interactive, after answering, you can ask the other person, "How about you?" or "What about you?" Let's practice that. After stating your favorite food, add, "What about you?" For example, my favorite food is pizza. What about you? Your turn. Say it with your own favorite food. Now, let's integrate this into a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part, so, we talked about daily routines. What do you usually eat for breakfast? Your part, I usually eat yogurt and fruit. What about you? My part, I love having oatmeal with berries. What's your favorite food? Your part, my favorite food is tacos. They're delicious. My part, I like tacos too. Do you cook often? Your part, yes, I cook dinner every day. I enjoy trying new recipes. You see how the conversation flows from meals to cooking? This is natural in English chats. A tip for pronunciation: when saying food words, pay attention to the sounds. For example, vegetables has 3 syllables, vegetables. Sandwich is often pronounced sandwich. Repeat after me. Vegetables. Sandwich. Now, let's expand our vocabulary with verbs related to food: cook, eat, drink, prepare, order. Repeat after me. I cook dinner at home. I eat lunch at a cafe. I drink coffee in the morning. I prepare my meals for the week. I order food sometimes. Your turn to say each one. To practice more, let's do a role play where we discuss all 3 meals. I'll ask you questions, and you answer based on your habits. Ready? My part, what do you typically eat for breakfast? Your part, I usually have coffee and toast. My part, and for lunch? Your part, I often eat a sandwich or leftovers. My part, what about dinner? Do you cook? Your part, yes, I cook dinner. I like making pasta or stir-fry. My part, that sounds tasty. What's your favorite cuisine? Your part, I love Italian food. How about you? My part, I'm a fan of Thai food. It's so flavorful. Well done! You're using questions and answers smoothly, which is key to fluency. Remember, if you don't know a specific food word, you can describe it. For example, I like that dish with rice and chicken, instead of I like biryani. The goal is to communicate. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about weather and seasons, which is a classic topic for small talk. But for now, practice these food phrases. Try describing your favorite meal in detail out loud. This will help you recall vocabulary quickly. After talking about food, another topic that effortlessly bridges conversations is the weather. It might seem simple, but discussing the weather is a fundamental part of daily communication in English-speaking countries. It's a safe and friendly way to start a chat with anyone, from a colleague to a stranger waiting for a bus. So, let's learn how to talk about the weather and the seasons with confidence. But first, let's quickly touch on our previous topic to keep the flow. Repeat after me, using your own preferences. My favorite food is your food. I usually eat your meal for lunch. Good. Now, on to weather. The most common question to ask about the weather is, what's the weather like today? Notice the phrase what's it like, which means describe it. Repeat after me. What's the weather like today? Your turn. Another way to ask is, how is the weather, which is equally common. Repeat after me. How is the weather? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? We use adjectives to describe the weather. For example, if it's sunny, you say, it's sunny. If it's raining, it's rainy. Let's practice some essential weather vocabulary. Repeat after me. Sunny. Cloudy. Rainy. Windy. Snowy. Cold. Hot. Warm. Cool. Now, let's form sentences. Repeat after me. It's sunny today. It's very cold this morning. It's raining right now. It's going to be hot later. Your turn to say each one. We also often talk about the temperature. For example, it's 20 degrees Celsius. Or, it's about 70 degrees Fahrenheit. But for simplicity, we can stick with adjectives. Another useful expression is, it's a beautiful day or it's awful weather. Repeat after me. It's a beautiful day. It's awful weather. Your turn. Now, let's move on to seasons. The 4 seasons are spring, summer, autumn, or fall, and winter. A common question is, what's your favorite season? Repeat after me. What's your favorite season? Your turn. To answer, say, my favorite season is, followed by the season. For example, my favorite season is summer. Then, you can give a reason. I like summer because it's warm and sunny. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. My favorite season is autumn. I like autumn because the leaves change color. Your turn. Now, let's put it into a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part, so, what's the weather like where you are today? Your part, it's sunny and warm. How about you? My part, it's cloudy and cool here. What's your favorite season? Your part, my favorite season is spring. I love the flowers. My part, I prefer winter. I enjoy the snow. You see how easy it is to have a conversation about weather and seasons? It's a great icebreaker. A tip for pronunciation: when saying weather, make sure to distinguish it from weather. Weather has a soft th sound, like we teacher. Repeat after me. Weather. Your turn. Also, temperature has 3 syllables, temperature. Repeat after me. Temperature. Your turn. To make it more practical, let's integrate this with a previous topic. Imagine we're talking about daily routines, and we bring in the weather. My part, I usually go for a walk in the morning, but only if the weather is nice. Your part, what do you do when it's rainy? My part, I stay home and read a book. What about you? Your part, I like listening to the rain. It's relaxing. Practice this dialogue a few times to feel comfortable. Now, let's do a quick fire round. I'll describe the weather, and you respond with your own description. Ready? My part, it's very windy today. Your part, here, it's sunny and hot. My part, it's snowing outside. Your part, I wish it would snow here. It's just cloudy. Great job! You're adapting to different scenarios. Remember, talking about the weather isn't just about facts, it's about sharing experiences. You can say, I hope the rain stops soon, or I'm glad it's sunny for the weekend. This adds emotion to your speech. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about future plans using simple structures, which will help you discuss what you're going to do next. But for now, practice describing the weather daily. Look outside and say in English what you see. This habit will make these words automatic. Now that we can comfortably chat about the weather and seasons, it's a perfect time to look ahead. After all, when we talk about the sunny weekend or the cold winter, we often start thinking about what we'll do during those times. That's why today, we're going to learn how to talk about our future plans. This is an exciting step because it allows you to share your hopes, arrangements, and dreams in English. Using simple structures, you'll be able to discuss what you're going to do next week, this weekend, or even later today. But first, let's do a very quick review of weather talk to keep our conversation skills sharp. Repeat after me, what's the weather like today? It's sunny and warm. Good. Now, on to the future. The most common and easy way to ask about someone's plans is with the phrase, what are you going to do this weekend? This uses the be going to structure, which is very friendly and casual. Listen carefully, what are you going to do this weekend? The word's going to often sound like gonna in spoken English, but for clarity, we'll practice the full form first. Repeat after me, what are you going to do this weekend? Your turn. You can also ask about specific times, like what are you going to do tonight, or what are your plans for tomorrow? Let's practice those too. Repeat after me, what are you going to do tonight? Your turn. What are your plans for tomorrow? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? We use the same be going to structure. For example, if you plan to watch a movie, you say, I'm going to watch a movie. Notice the pattern, I am plus going to plus base verb. This is for plans that are already decided. Let's break it down. Repeat after me, I'm going to watch a movie. Your turn. I'm going to visit my friends. Your turn. I'm going to study English. Your turn. To make it negative, if you have no plans, you can say, I'm not going to do anything special, or I don't have any plans. But let's focus on positive plans for now. It's also helpful to learn some common verbs for activities. Repeat after me: travel, cook, clean, shop, exercise, relax. Now, use them in sentences. Repeat after me: I'm going to travel next month. Your turn. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. Your turn. I'm going to relax this weekend. Your turn. After you answer, it's polite to ask the other person back. You can say, how about you, or what about you? Let's practice a full exchange. I'll ask, what are you going to do this weekend? You respond, I'm going to, your plan. How about you? Then I'll answer, I'm going to read a book. Try it now. Your turn to respond. Now, let's integrate this into a longer dialogue, combining it with previous topics. Imagine we've just been talking about the weather. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part: the weather forecast says it will be sunny this weekend. What are you going to do? Your part: I'm going to go to the park. How about you? My part: I'm going to have a picnic with my family. That sounds like fun. Do you have any other plans? Your part: yes, I'm going to clean my house in the morning, and then I'm going to meet friends for coffee. My part: nice. I need to clean my house too, but I'll probably do it on Friday. You see how naturally the conversation flows? Using going to makes it easy to discuss firm plans. A quick tip: in informal speech, going to is often shortened to gonna. For example, I'm gonna call you later. But as a beginner, it's fine to use the full form to build clarity. As you get more comfortable, you can start using contractions. Also, remember that will is another future tense, but going to is more common for plans you've already thought about. To practice more, let's do a role play where we talk about future plans in different contexts. I'll ask you about various times. Ready? My part: what are you going to do after this podcast? Your part: I'm going to practice English for 10 minutes. My part: what are you going to do next week? Your part: I'm going to start a new project at work. My part: what are your plans for the next holiday? Your part: I'm going to visit my family. Well done! You're using the future tense smoothly. Remember, when talking about future plans, you can add details like time or place to make your sentences richer. For example, I'm going to see a movie on Saturday at the cinema. Try saying a sentence like that about your own plan. In the next part, we'll learn how to talk about past experiences, which will allow you to share stories and memories. But for now, practice these future phrases daily. Think about what you're going to do tomorrow and say it out loud in English. This habit will make discussing plans second nature. Thinking about our future plans is exciting, but isn't it just as fun to look back and share stories from our past? Remember that amazing vacation you took last year, or even just that funny thing that happened yesterday? Being able to talk about past experiences in English opens up a world of storytelling and connection. It allows you to share memories, learn from others, and simply enjoy reminiscing. So today, we're going to learn how to talk about the past using the simple past tense. This might sound a bit grammatical, but I promise to make it as easy and practical as possible. We'll focus on common verbs and questions you can use every day. But first, let's take a quick moment to review how we talk about future plans. Repeat after me. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to visit my family. Good. Now, let's shift to the past. The most straightforward question to ask about a recent past event is, what did you do last weekend? This question uses the simple past tense. Listen carefully. What did you do last weekend? The word did is the past tense helper verb. Repeat after me. What did you do last weekend? Your turn. You can also ask about other time frames, like what did you do yesterday, or what did you do last night? Let's practice those. Repeat after me. What did you do yesterday? Your turn. What did you do last night? Your turn. Now, how do we answer? We need to use the simple past form of verbs. For regular verbs, we add ed to the end. For example, watch becomes watched, and play becomes played. But many common verbs are irregular, like go becoming went, or eat becoming ate. Don't worry, we'll start with a few easy ones. Let's practice some common past tense verbs. Repeat after me. I watched a movie. I played soccer. I visited my friends. I cooked dinner. I cleaned my room. Your turn to say each one. For irregular verbs, we'll learn them as we go. Here are a few essential ones. I went to the park. From go, I ate pizza. From eat, I saw a bird. From see, I bought a book. From buy. Repeat after me. I went to the park. I ate pizza. I saw a bird. I bought a book. Your turn. Now, let's put this into a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part. So, what did you do last weekend? Your part. I watched a movie and cleaned my house. How about you? My part. I went hiking with my brother. It was a lot of fun. Your part. That sounds great. What did you do yesterday? My part. I worked all day, but in the evening, I ate at a new restaurant. Your part. Nice. I cooked at home yesterday. You see how we're using the past tense to share simple activities? It's not complicated when we take it step by step. A key tip: when forming questions in the past tense, we use did with the base verb. For example, what did you eat, not what did you ate? The did already shows the past, so the main verb stays in its base form. This is a common mistake, so let's practice it. Repeat after me. What did you eat? Your turn. What did you see? Your turn. What did you buy? Your turn. To make your stories more interesting, you can add details like time or place. For example, I watched a movie at home on Saturday. Or, I went to the beach last summer. Let's practice that. Repeat after me. I visited my grandparents last month. Your turn. I played tennis with a friend yesterday. Your turn. Now, let's integrate past talk into a longer conversation. We'll combine it with a previous topic, like hobbies. My part, you mentioned you like reading. What did you read last week? Your part, I read a mystery novel. It was very exciting. My part, oh, I love mysteries. Did you enjoy it? Your part, yes, I did. I finished it in 2 days. My part, wow. What else did you do for fun? Your part, I also went for a long walk in the park. Notice that I used a new question. Did you enjoy it? This is a yes/no question in the past tense. The structure is did plus subject plus base verb. For example, did you watch the game? Did she call you? Let's practice a few. Repeat after me. Did you have a good weekend? Your turn. Did you eat breakfast? Your turn. Did they come to the party? Your turn. To answer, you say, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Then, you can add more information. For example, yes, I did. I had a great weekend. Repeat after me, yes, I did. I had a great time. Your turn. No, I didn't. I was busy. Your turn. Practice is crucial for remembering irregular verbs. Try to think about what you did yesterday and describe it in English out loud. Even if it's simple, like I woke up. I drank coffee. I worked. I ate lunch. Say it now based on your real day. Well done! Talking about the past is a powerful way to build fluency because it encourages you to recall and use different verbs. Don't worry if you forget the past form of a verb, you can always say it in the present and add yesterday or last week, but practicing the correct tense will help you sound more natural. Being able to talk about what we did in the past is a great skill, but to make those stories truly come alive, we need to add some color and detail. That's where descriptions come in. When you can describe the people you met, the places you saw, or the things you experienced, your English becomes much more engaging and vivid. So today, we're going to focus on how to describe people and things using adjectives. Adjectives are words that describe nouns, like big, small, happy, or interesting. They are the paintbrushes that help you create a picture with your words. And the best part is, once you learn a few key adjectives, you can use them in countless situations. But first, let's do a quick review of the past tense to keep our memories sharp. Repeat after me. What did you do yesterday? I watched a movie. I went to the park. Good. Now, let's dive into descriptions. A simple way to start describing a person is by talking about their physical appearance. For example, you might say, my friend is tall, or she has long hair. Notice that we use as 4 characteristics like height, and has 4 possessions like hair. Let's practice some common adjectives for appearance. Repeat after me. Tall, short, long hair, short hair, brown eyes, blonde hair. Now, let's use them in sentences. Repeat after me. My brother is tall. Your turn. She has long, black hair. Your turn. He has blue eyes. Your turn. But descriptions aren't just about physical traits, they can also be about personality. For example, my teacher is very kind, or my coworker is funny. These adjectives help us express what someone is like on the inside. Repeat after me: kind, funny, smart, friendly, shy. Your turn to say each one. Now, let's use them. Repeat after me: my best friend is very kind. Your turn. That comedian is funny. Your turn. We can also describe things and places. For instance, the movie was interesting, or the park was beautiful. This is especially useful when sharing past experiences. Repeat after me: interesting, boring, beautiful, big, small, old, new. Your turn. Now, let's put it into a dialogue. I'll play both parts. Follow along and speak when it's your turn. My part: you mentioned you saw a movie last week. What was it like? Your part: it was very interesting. The story was about a smart detective. My part: that sounds cool. Who was the detective? Your part: he was a tall man with brown hair. He was very funny, too. My part: I like funny characters. Where did you watch the movie? Your part: I saw it at a new cinema. It was big and modern. My part: nice. I prefer small, old cinemas. They have more character. You see how adjectives make the conversation more detailed and enjoyable? They help you paint a clear picture for the listener. A tip for using adjectives: when you use two adjectives together, they usually follow an order. For example, we say a big, old house, not an old, big house. But as a beginner, don't worry too much about this. The most important thing is to use the adjectives you know. Practice will make it natural. Also, remember that adjectives don't change for plural nouns in English. We say a tall building and tall buildings. The adjective stays the same. Let's practice that. Repeat after me: a small car, small cars. Your turn. An interesting book, interesting books. Your turn. To make this practical, let's describe someone you know. Think of a family member or a friend. Try to describe them using 3 adjectives. For example, my sister is tall, kind, and smart. Say it out loud now. Now, let's integrate description into a longer conversation about a past event. My part: I heard you went to a concert last month. How was it? Your part: it was amazing. The singer was talented and energetic. My part: what did she look like? Your part: she had short, red hair and she wore a beautiful dress. My part: what about the venue? Describe the place. Your part: the concert hall was old but very large. The sound was perfect. My part: I'm glad you had a good time. It sounds memorable. Well done! You're using adjectives to add depth to your stories. Remember, the goal is to communicate effectively, not perfectly. If you forget an adjective, you can use simple words or gestures. But the more you practice, the more vocabulary you'll have at your disposal. In the next part, we'll learn how to make comparisons using adjectives, which will allow you to say things like, "This book is more interesting than that one." But for now, practice describing everything around you in English. Look at an object and describe its size, color, and age. This habit will quickly expand your descriptive abilities.